Mantap. Viewerku yang cuma satu. Suara turun. Suara dulu. Udah tahu mana ya? Kalau nge-lag bilang ya. Gak ada, belum mulai. Tabrakan, kemarin udah ditabrak. Tabrakan.
All right, gentlemen, I just got this handed to me. A hit-and-run felony at Ray's Cafe, 208 North Los Angeles. Got a patrolman on site. The coroner's on his way. Get down there, see if you can find any witnesses who can put a make on the car.
Need a drink. I got the jitters again.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it.
Langsung menuju TKP.
Olive oil comes from
I'm telling you, it'll never stick, and you'll
And he
get rid
still
of it.
confessed.
I don't want to be rude, but I ain't got time for talking.
No harm done.
Looks like a DA is going to press charges. And Rodriguez might do time.
I'll speak to the DA. She suffered enough.
I don't know, Cole. She's an easy make, and the DA likes convictions.
Make it easy. I'll convince him to let it go.
How do you do that?
I'll give him something better.
Ibu-ibu merokok.
Detectives, over here.
Cole Phelps, traffic. What have we got?
Vic is a white male named Lester Patterson. Walked out of the bar and into the street. Car hit over there, and he ended up here. Dead on impact by the look of it.
Have you canvassed the area?
The only one with anything useful to contribute is the young lady over there. She lives above the bar. Name is Shannon Perry. No, it's not a stage name. 24 years old, she left Kansas to follow the yellow brick road.
Is that so?
Belum.
We'll take a formal statement later. Right now, we're going to take a look around.
Mungkin ibu-ibunya ini kenalan.
Phelps, you should take a look at the body. Poor guy didn't stand a chance.
Langsung jalan-jalan. Nggak punya bukti.
I landed on his face and ended up here. The car must have struck him from behind.
Mungkin ada dompet. Siapa ada Patterson?
We can notify next of kin.
Ada alamat. Ada uang. El Patison. Fire and Life, Mr. Patison. Dear Mr. Patison, it is with great pleasure that we acknowledge the receipt of your application and pre-approval and grant you the right to include premium on your life insurance policy from 3.7 per week to 50.6 days. Red hours.
Addison has life insurance.
Dapat asuransi meninggal. Okay.
What have you got on the victim?
From all reports, he was intoxicated at the time of the accident. I'll know how intoxicated once I've done the autopsy. Looking him over now, I'd say he died on impact.
What about the chest wound? Isn't that inconsistent?
Very common in auto injuries. Look for a car with a prominent hood ornament. Those things are killers.
Kopi. Tidak ada apa-apa. Lagunya sudah ada. Ini. Save.
Body traveled a good 20 feet.
Ditabrak sampai keseret.
This blood is a long way from the body. The car must have been going like a bat out of hell. So the driver managed to brake before the impact.
Kenapa kayak mango?
It's all yours, Detective.
Kita tanya lah ya.
Miss Perry?
Yes?
Miss Perry.
I'm Detective Phelps. This is my partner, Detective Bukowski. Can you tell us what happened?
Well, I came to the window because I heard people arguing downstairs.
Then what happened?
I saw a car hit that poor man and knock him down the street.
What kind of car was it?
A dark red Lincoln Continental.
Did you see the license plate?
Only the first three letters, I'm afraid. 3C8.
Tell me more about the argument you heard.
Well, there were two voices. A man and a woman, that's all.
Kenapa mukanya gitu? Kurang meyakinkan.
Why are you holding out on us, Miss Perry?
I'm sorry. I was hoping to tell my story to the newspapers. I'd like to get my picture in the paper. Trying to find work as an actress, and things look pretty difficult.
Cough it up, sister. We don't have all night.
People arguing? They were husband and wife. I could tell by what she was yelling. Intimate things. Very embarrassing for the man.
Thank you, Miss Perry. Your information has been very helpful. You can go now.
You really think so? I hope you find that driver and put him away.
You
Certainly got away with the dames, Phelps.
Give it a rest, Bukowski.
Let's see what the patrons have to say.
I'll take the bartender. You work the rest of the room.
Melbourne Road 3C8
Operator, give me dispatch.
308.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to run a partial license plate, 3 Charles 8. Cross-check possible Lincoln
3
owners.
Charles 8.
Suspect vehicle is a red Lincoln Continental.
Just a moment, Detective. Only one possible make on that license. Registered to a William Shelton, 738 West Temple Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Langsung dapat suspek.
Looks like we caught a break on this one.
I'm Detective Phelps of the LAPD.
How can I help, Detective?
Name would be a good start.
Dudley Lynch. Hired help. I run the place when the owner ain't around.
Where is the owner?
He stepped out. Somebody had to take Lorna, Mrs. Patterson, home.
This is what he told me.
What can you tell me about the accident?
Not a lot. It was busy in here, and all I heard was the impact.
Not a lot. Cek sampai double yang bilang nih.
So you didn't see what happened?
By the time I got out there, it was all over.
Salah dong.
Do you know the victim?
Yeah. Lester Patterson. He's a regular here, or he was.
Not one of your favorite customers?
Lester was special, but not my kind of special.
Was Lester drinking alone?
No. He came here with his wife. She didn't seem too interested in the booze, though.
A witness overheard an argument.
Lester and Lorna. There's nothing like airing your dirty laundry in public, is there?
Nge-lag, gak kelihatan jadi. Witness overheard. Oh. Yang mana ini? Ini truth. Ini truth atau lie? Yang ini truth atau lie? Yang ini truth atau lie? Kenapa dong? Oke aku dong.
Why was Lorna Patterson in such a hurry to leave? What is going on here?
Lorna was pretty upset, so Leroy took her home. Lorna and Leroy are close. They've been talking about opening a new bar.
Leroy?
Leroy Sabo, the owner.
Bener dong. Luar biasa. Aku gak ngerti bagus ngomong apa.
How long have Lorna and Leroy been talking about this new bar?
Who knows? I just served the drinks.
Kurang meyakinkan.
Bartenders hear all sorts of things. Are you going to tell me, or do we have to start playing rough?
When Lester was drinking, he treated Lorna like dirt. He gambled away all their money. Lorna pitched Leroy about the bar. I don't know how interested he is.
Is Leroy doing well?
Hell no. The only thing keeping this place afloat are the poker games.
Thanks for your help, Lynch. I'm gonna need you to sign a statement with the patrolman.
Sure, no problem.
You get anything out of the regulars?
They weren't giving too much away. They liked watching Lester and Lorna go a few rounds every other day. And Lester was a fan of the love tap.
Terus kemana? Dulu. Mau ke Partisan dulu atau Shelton tadi kan lumayan punya mobil tersangka.
So the wife was there when it happened, but then left the scene.
You're right. That's pretty unusual behavior.
She could be in shock. I saw some people do some strange things in war after their buddies got there.
Oh, ke sana. Oh yeah.
Maybe she doesn't give a fuck. According to the patrons, her old man was a piece of work.
You don't think...
Phelps, the guy was run over. So it worked out well for this broad. So what? Maybe she deserved to catch a break. Who knows?
All units 211 in progress. 933 South Broadway. Any center unit able to handle identified?
Car 11 King responding. Go ahead.
Car 11 King, 211 in progress at the United Artists Theater, 933 South Broadway, 11K, code 3.
Now remember, you call the cops and I'll hunt you down. Got me?
Too late, asshole.
God damn it!
Get up there after him, Phelps!
motherfucker!
Kill a cop, and it's the electric chair.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Mati gak? Masa mati? Mati dong. Tembak kaki ya. Padahal niatnya mau tidak membunuh. Oke. Jauh lagi. Kemana sini?
Take it easy, Phelps. I'd rather get there in one piece.
Yes? Hello?
Mrs. Patterson.
Is this about my husband?
We're investigating the incident, ma'am.
I see. Come in, won't you?
We wanted to give you the facts about the accident, ma'am.
I appreciate that, but I think I know most of them already, Detective. He was hit by a car, now he's dead. What more is there to tell?
Pardon me, but you don't appear to be too upset about it.
Lester and I met on a furlough in 44. We got married that weekend. People don't understand it now, but that happened a lot back then.
I see. So you probably did well to stick together this long.
What's that supposed to mean, mister? I think it's about time you left. I have someone here, and
Beg your pardon? You're gonna have to run that one by us again, sister.
It's okay, Lorna.
Huh?
I'm Leroy Sabo.
Well, well. Nice to see you're comforting the grieving widow, Mr. Sabo.
All right, wise guy. Do you have any intelligent questions you would like me to answer?
You can confirm Mrs. Patterson's story.
Lester lost at cards. He was kind of hard to control when he lost his temper. He turned without looking and walked right out in front of the car. It wasn't good.
What's your relationship with Mrs. Patterson, Mr. Sabo?
We're friends. Good friends.
You expect me to believe that?
Look, I was filing for divorce. Mental cruelty. Lester could be a mean son of a bitch.
And Lester knew about that?
No, I hadn't told him.
Well, hasn't this worked out well for the two of you? I feel almost bad for busting in on this little rendezvous.
How did the car come to hit Lester?
He walked straight into the path of an oncoming car.
So he turned blind?
Yes. He was still yelling at me when the car hit him.
Salah dong.
You were arguing in the bar and on the sidewalk?
We were always arguing. So what?
Leroy. Lorna tuh apa sih? Ini.
Don't lie to me. Something was different this time.
You're clutching at straws.
Ini.
You married? The arguments are never any different.
Salaman.
The bartender said that you and Leroy were planning to go into business together. Can you explain how you'll get the money to do that?
I have a little money saved away.
Asuransi.
Being economical with the truth, Lorna.
You want to back that up, little man?
Asuransi.
You increased the premium on Lester's life insurance. GI insurance policies have a $10,000 payout.
It was Leroy's idea. Lester lived on the edge. He was always getting into fights, crap games, pinochle, you name it. Turns out it was good advice.
It speaks to motive and premeditation, Lorna.
You're forgetting the hit and run detective.
We're leaving, Lorna, but this doesn't add up. We'll be keeping an eye on you. Come on, Phelps. Let's make ourselves scarce.
Ini orang ini nggak perlu diinvestigasi. Pak pinjam telepon. Apa telepon? Serius aku pakai telepon rumah.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Iya, tapi mencurigakan.
Putting you through now.
Masalah uang. Hanya masalah
Phelps,
uang.
badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Mungkin dia nyuruh
Messages,
orang
please.
dulu.
Just one detective from the coroner. Message reads, Phelps, see me at Central Morgue immediately. Results of the Pattison autopsy.
Thank you.
Oh, berarti kemungkinan bukan hanya ditubruk. Mungkin yang
I'm out of here, Lorna.
ditubruk
I got a business to run.
itu nggak sengaja, tapi yang istrinya mau ngeracun. Jadi bilang investigation. Kalau misal di coroner ini ternyata diracun.
And now you hear him on KTI. Big Joe Turner.
Oh, dekat. Suara game kegedean. Bentar. Kecilin. Nggak denger, nanti nggak kedengeran kalau bohong. Segini ya. Masih kegedean. Siapa ini? Oh, itu bekas darah.
That's the son of a bitch right there.
Oh, dia yang nabrak.
William Shelton? Yes? It doesn't look good, Shelton. You packing your bags and making a run for it? You know why we're here.
Ada darahnya
Yes.
di depan
The
mobil.
accident.
We've got witnesses who can put this car at the scene, not to mention the physical damage. This is open and shut, Shelton.
Gila.
That coward thinks he can run from everything. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out. Lay into
do his wheel arches. Come on.
No wonder he killed someone driving like this. Don't let that asshole get away.
banget dong mobilnya. Pak, ini coba.
He's heading into the station. Go on, get after it.
All right, I give up. How does a vehicular manslaughter rap sound, Shelton?
I hit him. I admit it. I just panicked, but it wasn't my fault.
What do you mean?
The guy jumped right out in front of me. He came out of nowhere. There's nothing I could do about it.
Why didn't you stop?
I've had accidents before.
That's it. We're done here. The DA is gonna love you.
They weren't all my fault. I'm a surveyor. I need my license for my job. There were people around. A woman and a man were standing right next to him. I thought they could get him to a hospital. I'm telling you, it's not my fault.
The guy is dead, Shelton.
You can't be serious.
William Shelton, you're coming downtown. We need to talk about a manslaughter charge.
Pandora brand toilet soap. Deflection soap. Gentle white and so fragrant. It's perfect for a daily beauty bath. Leaves in
Any unit able to handle citizen reports at 211 in progress. 437 East 8th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identify.
You know the way. You can drive.
Tickets in from Hollywood. Make Pandora.
Cepet. Aku termin. Kesini dulu biar tahu otopsi matinya kenapa. Mungkin ditabrak terus sebelumnya kesakitan atau apa, makanya dia lari ke tengah jalan. Kesini.
We can put the driver in front of a judge in less than a week.
You'd be making a big mistake.
Run that by me again?
The victim was dead before the car hit him. 2 puncture wounds to the right side of the thorax. Second puncture reached his heart.
You're kidding me.
Been doing this job 23 years, son. No one's ever laughed at one of my jokes.
He was stabbed to death?
Long, sharp knife. Length of a bayonet.
So the hit and run was a cover-up?
I'd say he was stabbed twice at very close quarters. Both wounds thrusting upwards and then pushed in front of the car.
Easy, Tiger.
Clever, really. I almost missed it. But the trajectory of the wounds was all wrong if he was impaled by the hood ornament. Find the knife, detectives.
Yes, sir. It all comes back to the crime scene. We need to hit Ray's one more time and draw for evidence.
Yang bener apa istrinya? Kan belum ada bukti, tadi kan dibilang. Berbahaya sekali. Tunggu ya. Ayo Pak.
You're behind the wheel. Can you drive to this one?
So there was some truth to Sheldon's cock and bull story after all.
Didn't stop, but he didn't kill Patterson either.
I'm no betting man, but I know where I'd put all my chips.
The grieving widow and her shoulder to cry on.
Now all we need is a murder weapon.
Siapa ditinggal? Pengemudi kan tak tangkap kan? Yang istrinya belum ada bukti gimana? Masa kamu mau buka bisnis kan, gencar klaim asuransi kan? Nggak bisa gitu dong. Tempat sampah. Kenapa nemu koran? Oh ini nih, ini. Gila, pintar banget aku.
I'm sure Carruthers will confirm this as the murder weapon. Let's talk to Leroy. See him explain his way out of this. Leroy Sabo, you're under arrest for the murder of Lester Patterson.
Not gonna happen, fellas.
My God.
Go! I'll bring the car around and head him off.
Nggak suka aku.
It's too late, Sabo.
Dulu boleh nggak? Sorry guys.
Sabo, stop or I will shoot.
Kencang banget dah.
Lester could be a heel. That's a lousy move for him.
You look spooked, Phelps. I thought you'd been under fire before.
It never gets any easier, Bukowski.
Look.
Have patrol pick up Mrs. Patterson.
Aku nembak kaki, mati terus tuh. Mungkin harus dibunuh.
So, I give you a hit and run. You bring me back fraud, conspiracy, and first-degree murder. This is how a good detective operates, Phelps.
Wow.
You take nothing at face value. You keep digging and asking questions until you get to the truth. You got some sharp elbows on you, detective. I like that. Keep up the good work.
Wes gitu tuh. Wow. Wah, pelunya dapat 9 semua. Nice. Mantap. GG bang.
Phelps, Bukowski. Beat cop says he located a green Kaiser Fraser from the hot sheet. Address is 6 West 2nd Street. Get over there and see what you can find out. Go on. Sorry to inconvenience you.
We're on it, Captain.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put them down to one round.
Stolen vehicle report.
I swear the more bent cars we bring in, the longer the hot sheet gets.
It pays the rent, though. Keeps Mrs. Phelps in the manner to which she's accustomed.
I'm not sure she'd agree with you.
Passionate, romantic type like you, Cole? I don't believe a word. I want to make homicide.
Terakhir. Jauh dah. Dekat. Teman lelet.
Calling her the Dahlia. Wonder what Veronica Lake makes of that one.
What a case. You hear whether they're making any progress?
Captain Donnelly seems to think they have it all wrapped up. Brown and Green are sweating this Manley character. I heard it'll be in front of a grand jury by next week.
Poor thing. Terrible enough being murdered like that without having to be dead. Swoon all over the front. You
Masa tadi lihat mapnya nggak berkelok-kelok. Better
That's the car, Cole. Just pulling out of the drive. Get him. Remember, we need him healthy enough to answer questions.
1247, Detective Phelps, requesting immediate backup in pursuit of a stolen green Kaiser Frazer from 6 West 2nd Street.
Lay into his wheel arches. Come on. Enough games, Phelps. Take this guy out.
Oh la la.
All right. Maybe I was a couple miles over the speed limit.
Get bracelets
Out of the car now!
I'll call it in.
Show me your hands.
I don't need this?
Why did you run from us?
I saw a big car in my rearview mirror with two tough guys bearing down on me. What would you do?
What's your name?
Cliff Harrison.
You're under arrest.
For what? What are you talking about?
Nice try. I'm talking about the car being stolen.
You're out of your mind. I bought the car, and I've got the paperwork to prove it.
What?
Looks like we'll have some questions for the people at Coombs Automotive.
Kan kehilangan mobil. Oh ya, dia pemilik mobil ya. Terus kenapa dia lari? Oke, kamu pemiliknya.
You purchased this car from Coombs Automotive Company?
Yeah, that's right.
Huh. Betul.
And the ownership papers?
From the same place.
If this is a forgery, it's top-notch. This will need to be traced.
Dia punya mobil, tapi dilaporkan dicuri.
You have a criminal record, Mr. Harrison?
No, nothing like that.
You better give us something, Cliff, or we're gonna make this hard on you.
I didn't steal the car. I ran because I've got some wacky backy in the glove compartment.
How much, Cliff?
1 reefer.
We'll let it slide. You're in enough trouble. Who did you deal with at Coombs Automotive?
The owner, Richard Coombs.
Richard Coombs.
And he made out the bill of sale personally?
Of course he did. He kept a facsimile for his records. Check with him.
Okay, santai, jangan dekat.
We're going to get to the bottom of this, Harrison. Until we do, you're going downtown.
You gotta be kidding me. I'm getting arrested for buying a goddamn car?
If everything is legit, Harrison, you'll be out soon. Until then, if I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut.
I guess possessions is evidence, and have him arraigned for grand theft auto.
Right, Detective.
Do you know who my father is?
We need to get to Coombs Auto and check out Harrison's story.
So what? I think he's telling the truth.
Some of the most convincing people you will ever listen to are born liars. Usually they're called politicians.
Paperwork all looked above board, and he seemed like a clean-cut kid.
Well, I get it now. You see some kid who's basically you 5 years ago and assume he's got to be innocent.
I'm more than happy to be proved wrong.
Hey, if he'd been black or Hispanic, you'd be singing a different tune.
Kemana mapnya? Jauh. Nggak. Lumayan.
You spout all this communist crap about treating everybody the same, but it only works one way.
I'm not sure that's communism, Stefan.
Oh, God, please. Not another history lesson from the man who single-handedly won the war.
Are you finished?
Yes. I feel much better. We'll shake down the car dealer and take it from there. Unless his daddy plays golf with yours, of course. In which case, we'll give him a firm gentleman's handshake and be on our way.
See? I knew you weren't finished.
We've got a siren for a reason.
KTI Radio reminds you, an ounce of prevention saves many an emergency. Check to make sure your home has a first aid kit for safety.
Cola King is the king in refreshment. Ice cold. Ask for it at your neighborhood fountain. Or pick up some at your local grocers in the easy take-home carton that holds 6 bottles. It's the quality drink that's as refreshing as it is delicious. The king of refreshment for that anytime thirst. The thirst of a king can be quenched for just a nickel. With Cola King.
Not another step. I have got a Buick Century sedan that would be absolutely perfect for you.
Detective Phelps, LAPD, are you the owner?
That's right. Richard Coombs at your service. You looking to trade in a black and white, boys?
Mr. Coombs, we're investigating an auto theft. A man by the name of Cliff Harrison claims he bought the car here.
Well, some people would say that my cars are a steal. That's a joke, son.
Very amusing, Mr. Coombs.
I remember Harrison. It was a green two-tone Kaiser Frazer, if I remember rightly.
Do you have the bill of sale?
It's in my office. Walk this way.
Hello.
That's a joke too, son.
Phelps, you mind if I shoot this guy? He's getting on my nerves.
Tempat aja, bro. Ada sesuatu yang aneh sama tokonya.
Here it is. Got the original pink slip there too.
Gene Archer, 146 North Fremont Avenue.
Marquee Printing. Cliff Harrison, ini kan yang tadi.
Harrison's purchase receipt was legit at least.
Ya kan bener, dia jual mobil, cuman mobil yang dijual mobil curian. Kenapa jadi?
We have a couple of questions.
All right, fellas. Shoot.
Shoot.
Can you tell us how you came to buy the car?
Girl just wandered in right off the street.
Hah? Meyakinkan banget.
Nothing unusual about the car.
Not really my usual type of vehicle. The price was certainly right, though. Nice girl, but about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Did you pay with check or cash?
A check. She wanted it made out to cash, but I insisted. Man has to watch his cash flow.
What name?
I made it out to Gene Archer on the Bank of Arcadia.
Description of suspect.
Can you describe this Gene Archer?
Archer.
Brunette, maybe 25, 26. Little on the plump side, but not bone ugly.
Yakin banget guys ya guys.
What was your impression of her?
Kind of harried and harassed, in a hurry to go somewhere, but no place to go. You get to know the type.
Jane Archer.
Do you know anything about the company that prints these pink slips?
Nope. Should I? It isn't exactly my business.
It says Marquee Printing. You've never heard of them?
Marquee. Sure. They do all the government red tape. You'll find the place down on Aliso Street near San Pedro.
When exactly did you hand over the check, Mr. Combs?
Close of play on Friday.
Seperti kurang yakin. Bisa baca ini. Gunakan intuisi.
Why didn't you pay her cash? You knew the car was dirty.
I had an inkling. When people are in a hurry for money, always pay by check, son. Gives you a couple days to back out.
This was all above board.
Yes, of course it was.
I had a way to know you didn't you pay or cash. You knew the car was dirty. Mukanya nyantai banget. Betul-betul.
What can you tell us about Archer?
Somewhat on the simple side. In a big hurry, too.
Thanks for your help, Mr. Combs. We need to continue the investigation.
Hope you sort out your problem with Mr. Harrison. Go easy on him, son. Boy's about as sharp as a bowling ball. He's built too low. The fastballs fly over his head.
Let me shoot this guy, please. You have a pleasant day, Mr. Combs.
Mr. Cool.
Well, Harrison might be off the hook, but we can still run an APB on Gene Archer. Get on the horn and call it in.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Requesting an APB on Gene Archer, age approximately 25, on suspicion of Grand Theft Auto.
I'll relay the information.
Gene Archer.
Are there any messages for me?
A James Velasco is being held at Central Station on suspicion of GTA. Possible link to the Harrison case. They're waiting on you to conduct the interview.
Thanks. You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Here's a chicken and egg question for you. Do you think you have to be an asshole to sell cars? Or that selling cars turns you into an asshole?
You've got it in for everyone today, haven't you?
I've always got it in for car sales. Doesn't matter what day it is. And why do they always think they're comedians when they're about as funny as a heart attack?
Maybe the more annoying they are, the quicker you sign on the dotted line, just to get the hell out of there.
Add milk and those tender, delicious pancakes are ready. For meals
Empty. Should have known that Archer broad would have given us a false address.
We should go to the station, see what this Velasco guy has to say.
Tumben dah ngeliat ini barang baru. Kosongan di sini. Iya dong. Kosong. Berintik. Ngapain gue berintik?
You can drive.
Want another conversation? Tuh. Wargi printing.
What does America not understand? It's all giving.
And what can I do for you, gentlemen?
I'm a traffic detective from Central Division. Who's in charge here?
I am, Gordon Lightfall. What's this about?
We understand that your company prints California vehicle titles.
Yes, I have the government contract to print pink slips. I've done for some years.
Have you had any goods or equipment stolen recently? We're running up against stolen cars with seemingly legitimate paperwork.
Not recently. Have you ruled out forgery? There's no shortage of talented artists in this town.
We'll keep it in mind.
Gordon Lightfall. Ada lagi.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Lagunya mana guys? Selesai. Ngapain coba ada sini?
Phelps, leave him be.
Ngapain di sini? Jen Archer.
Not sure this means much.
Some swell harmonies right here by Miss Evelyn Knight.
Ini kemana sih?
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Tadi ngapain sih? Moving on. Central Jail.
Detectives, Velasco is prepped and ready in 2. Another stolen car with legit papers.
Thanks.
Stolen car with
I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to stop him with one round.
Apa sih?
I saved a whole year for that car.
Mouthpiece were stripped off me at
Oh,
the grand jury.
lepas.
Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Pak, mana Pak?
You got an assignment, Phelps. Back to it.
What?
He wants a 5-star goddamn wedding. American Century Broadcasting.
What?
You're behind the wheel.
Ngomong sama siapa tapi kok nggak ada ini ya keterangan? Nggak ada ini ngomongan. Ngomong ke siapa dong?
Eric Johnston, president of the Motion Picture Association, talks frankly concerning the
Bukan,
attitude of the producers. We're accused of having communist
Bukunya nggak bisa diapa-apain.
sympathizers in our employ.
Nothing significant.
Aneh guys. Bingung guys.
As you will find elsewhere in America. But we neither shield nor defend them.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Belum Pak. Tanya.
Ideas of any individual. But we are responsible for what goes on the screen.
Di sini ngapain?
Guard that with great care.
Apa ini di sini nih? Nggak bisa interogasi. Lagunya juga nggak ada.
Broadcasting Network.
Nggak ada lagunya.
For 4 years, the brave men of our United States Armed Forces fought gallantly on distant foreign shores to secure our freedom and our future. Now we have our boys home again, and Elysian Fields Developments would like to help you to secure their future. I'm Leyland Monroe, and I'm here today to offer you every peacetime soldier's wildest dream.
Printing.
House and land packages, your shining knight can rule his very own kingdom on a half-acre block right here in the heart of Los Angeles. These are modern, elegant houses.
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
Families like yours. So make the call on Bradshaw 2250.
Cari clue di luar.
Elysian Fields, building the American.
Nggak bisa. Kemana ini?
The cop from the newspaper.
Pencet. Masuk lagi. Masa kurang dulu?
Well, I trust you've got all that you need.
bisa. Aneh banget. Detektif. Kayaknya aku perlu ke Central Police Station lagi deh. Sini ke tempat investigasi. Ya, setir Pak.
Can you drive to this one?
Membingungkan. Oke, sini kan terus.
Guy gave his wife a cat. I said, don't care and love him more.
Bukan. Mana ruang interogasi?
My sister's always been lucky when it came to her work.
Nih.
I'm telling you, it'll never
Crummy
stick,
bastard.
and you'll get roasted.
James Belasco?
I want a lawyer. It's my car and I got the proof right here. Take a look for yourself.
Apakah printing tadi?
The paper is real enough, Belasco, but the car isn't yours. This pink slip is a forgery.
Printing. Mark Q.
Where were you taking the car, James?
Blow it off, greenhorn. You'll get nothing from me.
You're a two-time loser. If you don't give me something, I'm gonna ask the DA for the maximum. You're looking at 10 years, Belasco. Kiss your youth goodbye.
I want a deal.
Keep talking and we'll see what sort of deal you're worth.
My job is to drive the cars out of state. Nevada, Arizona, sometimes New Mexico. With the paperwork they provide, it's normally a breeze.
Does the name Jean Archer mean anything to you?
Nope. Never heard of her.
So she doesn't steal cars?
Look, I know plenty of dames, but I never heard of that one.
What happens to the cars once they cross over the state lines?
I don't know. I just deliver them.
Kenapa nggak yakin? Top.
Give me something, Belasco, or I'll take you back to the cells and tell the whole station you're a child molester. How long do you think you'll last?
Okay. I hear you. The cars get sold in Chicago or back east. Sometimes I bring back cars coming the other way.
Where do you pick up the cars, Belasco?
Warehouses. Mainly in East downtown.
Nggak yakin. Ini jawabannya apa? Ini jawabannya apa ya? Tadi aku tanya apa? Didop aja, didop. Ayo, ekspresinya yang berubah.
An address, Belasco. You want my help with the DA? Cough it up, now.
A place on Industrial Street. I don't know the number. You're gonna help me out, right?
Keep talking, kid. We'll see what we can do.
Industrial Street.
All right, James. We're going to check if this information is worth anything.
And if it is, I need your help here, pal.
If it is, then we'll know you're a man of your word, and so will the DA.
You're Phelps, right?
Yes, I am. Look, can we do this later? I'm in the middle of it.
Ray Pinker. I'm with Technical Services. The pink slips are all real.
Yes, we know that.
There's only one company that prints them in California, the Marquee Printing Company. They've confirmed that the numbers are legitimate.
You've checked them out?
Sure. They're on Aliso Street, near the corner of San Pedro. The guy I spoke to was Lightfall. Gordon Lightfall. Here, I wrote it down.
Iya, tadi udah ketemu.
Thanks, Ray. This is a great lead. We'll get down there as soon as we can.
Oke, kesana lagi.
Harry says he'll sing. Only if I guarantee he walked.
Phelps, your GTA suspect, Gene Archer, spotted by a patrolman. Western Union office, 253 South Hill. Less than a minute away down the street if you run. Go! She won't hang around.
Ke Jane Archer dulu. Deket.
Guy was going to write his own mother after I played.
You know the broad isn't going to hang around, Phelps. Let's get to the Western Union office.
Christ alive!
Fokus dulu bang, ya siap.
It'll only take a little while longer, madam. You're the reason brothers and sisters
LAPD.
shouldn't marry.
We'll take it from here.
God damn it. Everyone's against me. Look, just let me get my money and get out of here, okay?
Ini Jane Archer.
You look sweet. How about giving a girl a break? That could be very nice.
I'm afraid I can't do that, Miss Archer. Stefan, call for black and white.
Just my luck to get the only hair sure cop in the LAPD.
The car you sold to Coombs was stolen, Miss Archer. There won't be any money.
I handed over all the right paperwork when I sold it, Buster.
Calm down, Gene. Just tell me why you sold the car.
You're sweet. You really are. But just get the fuck out of my way.
How long have you and Belasco been delivering cars?
Who is James Belasco?
He's your boyfriend. He's the guy you boost cars with. He gave you up. He thinks you're so dumb you'd steal a free sample.
So I'm no genius. I make the best with what I've got. Why are you so cruel?
You decided to make this hard on yourself, Gene. Let's see how you handle the hard time.
Salah semua dong. Hah? Tangkap. Serius. Salah tangkap.
My sister's always been lucky when it came to her weight.
Huh?
I recognized that guy from the papers.
What?
Cop.
Lah.
Let me guess.
Serius.
You know the way. You can drive.
She wants a 5-star. God damn it.
Friendly girl.
Used to getting her own way.
Little did she know her feminine charms were useless against the impenetrable Cole Phelps.
She's not my type.
And what is your type, Phelps?
I'm married.
I know that. But you're not blind or dead inside, are you? Wait. Scrap that second half of the question.
I don't know. Blondes, I guess.
Hallelujah! The man is human after all. Now we're getting somewhere. Yep, I'm with you on the blondes. Brunettes are fine too. And there's nothing wrong with a good redhead. But I draw the line at gray. You know what? I might have to lift that embargo soon in the interest of maintaining a free market.
A man with high standards.
The standards are only as high as the last glass of whiskey.
Tadi tangkap bener. Salah semua, langsung ditangkap. Aneh banget. Balik ke printing. Tanya ke bapaknya lagi.
We have some questions for you, Mr. Lightball. Mr. Lightball, we're currently working 2 auto theft cases. Do you know anything about a car theft ring?
Certainly not. Why would I get mixed up in a thing like that?
We have suspects with legitimate pink slips that were printed here, Lightball. You better give me something before I bring the whole department down here.
Don't be hysterical, Detective. As a matter of fact, we had a similar problem a couple of years ago. A number of used car lots were selling blank documents to a criminal organization.
Slip supply.
Do the names Cliff Harrison and James Belasco mean anything to you?
No, they do not.
What? Kan dia yang nerbitin.
You sure about that, Mr. Lightfall? You sure you've never heard of them?
Are you making an accusation, young man? Do you have any kind of proof? My word is my bond. Character is in short supply these days. You could do with gaining a little.
Do you have a delivery ledger, Mr. Lightfall? We would like to cross-check against the Coombs Automotive Emporium.
It's a little out of the ordinary, Detective. I'm not sure I can share those sorts of records.
Hand it over, Lightball. You don't want us having bad thoughts about you, do you?
Very well, but this really is irregular.
Gimana taunya? Terus collection. Oh, Industrial Street. Bigelow semua. Industrial Street. Bigelow. Bangun.
You certainly encourage repeat business, Lightball. This Mr. Bigelow is a good customer.
58 Industrial Street.
Sorry to bother you, sir. We'll let you know if there are any developments.
Oke. Skill setnya ketahuan.
You're behind the wheel.
Dirampok.
We should call for a couple of black and whites. Get Fleischer down here.
I thought you Marines were gung-ho, Cole. You have a 45, don't you ever want to use it? I'll take the back. Just give me a few seconds to get around there.
Gung-ho. Langsung tangkap nih.
Cole Phelps, LAPD. All of you are coming downtown with me.
You think so, huh?
Throw out the guns.
I need cover! You're pretty brave for a kid, man.
Let's clear the top floor. I don't want to get drilled in the back on the way out. Stay in cover. What the?
That's George again. I heard something.
All right, don't shoot! Keep your hands up. Watch him, Bukowski. He doesn't move until I've tossed this place.
Pukul. Jadi apa-apain.
There are enough slips here to keep them stealing cars till Christmas.
Oh, itu cuma ngeprint, cuman tapi dia kerja sama ini. Tuh, apaan tuh?
Betting slip. Looks like Mr. Lightfall has been on a losing streak.
Marquee Printing Company. There's nothing like going direct to the source. We've got a trail of pink slips and stolen cars that leads right to your door, Bigelow. You're in this up to your neck, but I don't think you're the man in charge. Make it easy on yourself. Give him up.
I do work on cars for customers. You charge in here shooting up the place like it's the Ballad of Bulge. I can't give you anything.
We know about marquee printing. You can make this easier on yourself by giving us your man on the inside.
I sometimes repair cars and put them back on the road.
I need a pink slip to resell them. There's no problem there.
There are at least 4 dead men in this warehouse. A couple more. Punks won't make for that much extra paperwork. We'd be doing the legal system a favor.
Okay, tough guy. I get the message. Lightfall. The guy who runs Marquis. He's the big shot. He likes to spend big at the track. He owes people.
Lightfall, the guy with no luck at the track. Tell me about him.
It's one of the guys lying over there. You're right. He has no luck.
Huh?
So if I go over there and check his jacket, your story's gonna ring true? I'm warning you, Bigelow.
Give it a try, Flatfoot. For some reason, none of my guys like to bring ID to work.
Whether you give up your bosses or not, Bigelow, you're going away for as long as I can put you there.
We'll see. I didn't fire a shot, copper. I just watched you tear my place up.
Tangkap lagi, kena kotor. Kebanyakan di hidup. Tapi orang apa lah ya, salah lah ya. Bukan salah satu anggota sindikat. Apa ya? Oke, sudah selesai. Sekali ke rating.
You can drive.
I swear, this town is going straight to hell.
What a mess.
Gonna take some cleaning up, that's for sure.
I wish it hadn't gone that way.
Well, they shouldn't bring guns to work with them. We didn't have a lot of choice.
You have to admire the barefaced cheek of someone who tries to blow your brains out one minute and pleads innocence the next.
Yeah, especially when he's surrounded by evidence. But guys like Bigelow spend so much time convincing themselves that they're not doing anything wrong, that they actually start to believe their own bullshit.
They get sloppy. Bigelow, Lightfall, all of them. If they hadn't, who knows how long they could have kept this racket going.
Complacency or greed. It's always one of the two that brings them down.
Tinggal nangkap Gordon. Let's go. Gordon. Pelakunya Gordon. Nggak itu lewat. Ini pelakunya Gordon.
You're under arrest.
You again? This harassment is starting to wear thin.
We found a box of pink slips in a warehouse full of hot cars. You signed for them, Lightbulb.
I signed for all the orders and deliveries. You'll need something better than that, cowboy.
Save it, Lightball. We already have all we need to send you down.
I've had enough of this. You either produce some shred of proof, or I call my attorney.
Apakah benar ini?
What you're doing here is slanderous, detective. You'll be hearing from my lawyer about it.
Gordon Lightval, I'm charging you with conspiracy and fraud. Hands behind your back.
Now where shall I start? With the 2 GTA suspects we had to let walk free? Or with the female suspect, who I am reliably told, slipped the leash with embarrassing ease? You just lost the chance to crack one of the biggest criminal operations in this city. How do you think that makes me look? The chief has my balls in a frying pan! Now get out there and fill some charge sheets. Misdemeanors if you have to. Get me something before I even think about giving you another case.
Dimarahin bosnya dong. Salah terus. Salah semua.
My family runs a shipping business in San Francisco. We used to have 2 ships a week to Tokyo. We've been in shipping for 2 generations, Hank. I've never been on a voyage anywhere. I feel like Odysseus in the beginning of his journey.
The Odyssey took 10 years, Cole.
This is the American century. America can rule the world after we win this war.
We need to stay alive, Cole. These men are counting on us. Have you heard what the veterans are saying to each other?
No.
Golden Gate and 48. That's 4 more hard years of fighting.
Phelps, Bukowski, you have a new case. 2 women, possible drink drive.
How was that a case?
The broad says she was doped and that somebody tried to kill her.
Where did this take place?
That's the bit you're gonna love. Right across the street.
What?
A Chevy Styline took a nosedive off the escarpment, fetched up underneath a Cola King billboard. Up to it, boys. We got bad guys to catch.
He ran the light on Olympic, and we finally collared him.
Oke, sudah hampir 2 jam, mungkin saatnya baru satu setengah jam, mungkin saatnya selesai untuk hari ini. Terima kasih, mungkin besok dilanjutkan lagi.